Yo ho, a hype beast life for me. What's up guys, it's Avery. Today we're going to be talking about the Triple S. I'm sure you're familiar from Instagram, from the goddamn Explore page, outfit challenges, $1,000 Vetmont hoodie, $20 pants, Gucci side bag, no, Supreme side bag, $1,000 shoes, that's how it goes. $20 jeans though, of course. But I'm not telling you how to style them with your ankle zips today. I'm actually going to be talking about the business behind a Triple S and how a retailer, or yourself if you wanted to buy a few hundred pairs, but we'll talk about it later, how someone acquires the exclusive rights to an actual statement piece off of a runway show. So we're doing a little case study with these shoes right here. I'll also show you what they look like on feet, of course, but I think I'm gonna save the styling and me actually talking about my thoughts on the shoe until later. But for those that aren't familiar and are interested in this sort of thing, these shoes are an $800 performance sneaker, anti-performance sneaker, an athletic shoe by a French fashion house, Balenciaga, part of their fall-winter 17, that's what year it is, fall-winter 2017 menswear show, which I actually did like a lot. And this statement shoe turned into one of the trendiest, hottest items of the fall-winter. Now we're seeing the spring-summer pairs hit, and we're seeing a DSM exclusive, and all of that crazy shit that comes with it. But this shoe in particular is an $800 athletic sneaker that sold out in minutes. It's selling out everywhere. There's a little bit of a resale value. Not worth it at all, just gonna go ahead and say it. But wait, I need to save that for another video. This is all about how Essence got this shoe. So this colorway right here, this blue and yellow, IKEA, because Balenciaga didn't design these until the whole IKEA movement. Now we have off-white IKEA. That's why they chose these colors. This shoe was part of that very corporate, grotesque, sleazy, oversized, but also some form-fitting items, but really cool and gross, and I really did like the show. It was right up my alley. This was part of that show. This colorway right here. So Essence got the rights to the shoe, but not a sort of collaboration like many people are used to. It's actually just a statement item directly off the runway, no design input, anything like that. And seeing as it's an item that sells out like crazy, it's really interesting as to how they got it. And what it comes down to in this case is two things. The first thing being personal relationships, and then you have quotas. So I use the term personal relationships pretty specifically because I was thinking of some other words such as connections or networking, but those sound a little bit cold. In the fashion industry, that's very set in its ways, very structured, very traditional, and overly so for being a design-based, innovation-based. That's kind of a stretch, but that's what it should be. At least that's what I like. And usually that sort of idea where it's very structured and very particular and aristocratic and whatever plays a huge role in what happens and when that happens and all of that bullshit. But in this case, it's actually personal relationships, so I think that's a better term, of just like mutual respect. And in this case, it's Essence and of course Vetmont. Demna Gvasalia, the co-founder of Vetmont, now creative director of Balenciaga. Essence was one of the early adopters of Vetmont that sold them like crazy, probably one of their biggest accounts and earliest accounts. So then when Demna went over to Balenciaga, Essence sort of had a personal relationship there. Just, I'm assuming, people higher up. There you go, that's all there is to it. And that just has to play a huge role in anything from pulling garments for shooting editorials or write-ups to what you're actually stocking, what you can actually buy, or getting the exclusive rights to a product. And the second thing I mentioned was quotas. So that's how many units of these you actually goddamn order, usually for a really high-end sneaker like this, bright colors especially, something a little bit different. It's probably in the tens, a few units, just like tens of units. And that might have been what it was for the other colorways. But for this in particular, I know it was 700 units, which one, isn't that many shoes for there to be an existence of these, but also for Essence, that is so many fucking shoes for them. It's also important to note this order probably went in, or this decision, this contract, whatever you want to call it, probably put into place months and months back. So it did take a little bit of forward thinking to know that these were going to sell out in minutes like they did, because it wasn't popular at all probably back then, months ago. I mean, when the show went on, it wasn't at all, and now it's just fucking crazy. For me, in this case, well, first, if you guys don't know, Essence is a luxury retailer in Canada. Probably not necessarily a household name as big as other luxury retail giants, but they definitely are making a name for themselves. They just did a little bit of rebranding. Their styling is better than a lot of people. They're doing some cool photo sets now, maybe a little bit too far going on those. But as far as luxury retail giants go, they're crushing it. That's all it comes down to. And for me, in this case, what I was actually about to say was I was just scrolling through Twitter and these popped up. It was a shoe, a colorway that never ever saw the light of day, never hit any online boutiques, wasn't available for pre-order via the Balenciaga location that I shop at. And it was just really weird that this colorway was never hitting the market. And then I'm on Twitter one goddamn day scrolling through, and there they are on Essence tweeting it as an exclusive. And I clicked it, found out more. It turns out they actually released earlier that day and sold out in a few minutes. They sold out in store, and this was just a little bit of a restock. So that is kind of the reason I bought it. It was just so interesting that I was looking at these, had never seen any Triple S's at all in person, living in Indiana and Missouri. Even when I was traveling to New York, I hadn't seen any. But I was really interested in this colorway right here, and it never hit the market anywhere. And then to see it pop up as an exclusive, that's gonna sell out and will hold its value. I really wanted to see it in person and learn more about how Essence managed to get these. Nowadays, they are huge Balenciaga stockists, like probably doing crazy numbers. They have all the Sinners stuff, all of the Bernie Sanders parody merch. That's fucking garbage. Let's just go ahead and say it. But it's probably selling like crazy, and to already have this exclusive is really cool. It really is, for lack of a better term, a cool case study. There goes a Triple S. How much it shakes the camera, that's how you know how heavy it is. Anyway, I actually do really like the shoe, and I can explain more later if you guys want to talk. If you guys want me to talk about it in that future video that I mentioned, the Can You Style video. Did I mention that? I want to do a Can You Style, just like those zip-off pant shorts, those short pants. That'll be really fun, but I have another one coming before then. But I can't talk about these because I do think that they are pretty great shoes that strengthen that runway show. And along with that, I don't really see them as really cringy dad shoes. I think they're the right form of irony when it comes to things like that fucking Gucci shoe that's cream, that's that off-white colorway. And then there's one with like a goddamn logo on the side of it, and that's the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So if you guys like these and you want to get your own exclusive, start up a little pop-up shop in rural Indiana, order 700 pairs, get to know some higher ups at whatever fashion house you want to get an exclusive right to, and there you go. You just got to invest a few $100K. And then actually, you know what's really funny is retailers usually don't pay brands. I've learned this now from doing all this Stotts bullshit. Retailers don't pay brands for months and months on end. It's this really like disgusting cycle, and it's like horrible to young designers. Not complaining for myself because Kaylee and I are actually doing direct to you guys, direct to consumer. But a lot of designers that I really like Yang Lee, he's actually been in the goddamn game for a minute. But a lot of younger designers, Kiko Kostadinov, those sort of people, it's rough. Or people straight out of college that want to start their own brands that don't have a platform to sell it on. But if you want to get your exclusive, whatever, just call up us at Stotts and order 1,000 pieces and it'll be yours, trust me. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys like this little university case study, a little research project. And I think it's pretty interesting. So until next time, I hope you guys like hanging out, and remember to have a good last favor and do a good favor day for me. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, you guys.